story so that I can delete it off my console. Play through the epic
Oh,
story.
I've just got my tablet just did a thing saying, YouTube warning, crisis on YouTube.
I think about it every day.
Stand with
Sorry?
It's Brainiac. He's extracting
My
the
tablet
city's
just did the
early.
thing to update that you put a video on.
I must go to protect Wanda.
Go. We're heading to Metropolis. What about her? All that matters now is stopping Brainiac. When this is over, you need to choose. You're either with me or against me.
Look at Superman. He's no captain hero.
Ah, it's Brainiac. Ah, yes, I remember now. That's a thing that's happening. Maybe we shouldn't have about 6 playthroughs on the go at any given time.
You think?
Although, having said that, I've come up with a schedule if we was to do this every day.
Hey, it's Dr. Fate.
No.
Please.
Why can't I stop this? Why won't you let me fight back? How could there be order if Brainiac wins? Humanity breeds chaos.
Just a bit of backstory for Dr. Fate here. Dr. Fate kind of fucked with Fate, and that's kind of got him in a bad place.
Right.
You know, after Oliver Queen was killed in this timeline,
Yeah.
Black Canary tried to fight Superman and she was pregnant and got severely hurt.
Take them all down.
Dr. Fate, however, then said, fuck Fate, that was his actual line, and he healed her and took her to an alternative timeline where she died but Oliver Queen lived.
Right.
So they could raise their kid together.
Huh.
Which is who this Black Canary and Oliver Queen is meant to be, by the way.
Yeah.
Locking on the skull ship.
The Black Canaries of this universe, but he is it. But of course, that Oliver Queen isn't.
Yeah, but Oliver Queen is dead in this universe, so it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
5 seconds to impact.
Prepare to eject.
3 seconds.
You're welcome. What just happened?
Brainiac's force shield is creating a concussive feedback loop.
So the harder we hit it, the harder it hits back.
And I saw the thing for. I saw the thing for the NetherRealm thing, the new the new Mortal Kombat thing where they've revealed Jade.
Right.
And people got upset because she's not sexy enough.
Sam, could you comment on the stream so I can see if it shows up?
Sure. Give me a sec.
Save yourselves! Yes. Nice. Okay, comments are showing up. I know that now.
I also saw that movie. I don't know what it was. It was that one with that. It's that CGI movie, the woman with the big eyes.
Alita Battle Angel.
Yeah, I saw that some people at first were complaining. At first, before it even came out, people were giving it complaints of, "Oh, it looks ridiculous." Now they're saying, "Oh, it's bad because she's too sexy."
I've heard it was pretty good.
Yeah, I've heard it's good, but then the only complaints I've heard is she's too sexy. Like, how is that a bad thing?
I've heard it's bizarre, but I've also heard it's good.
Look, but at this point, do you have any idea how, with the way that media has been the last few years, how refreshing it was to watch something like Drawn Together?
The force shield
Yeah.
How
concentrates its
liberated
energy
I
as a point
actually
of
felt
attack.
to be able to watch
Move faster
something
than it
that
can,
didn't
and you
give a
might break
shit.
through. Got it.
Yeah.
That got people's social agendas and races and everything else just went, meh.
Creative, but insufficient. Decrease shield refresh interval to 10 picoseconds.
Pasta Fazoo.
Damn you, super salad.
Damn you, super glue. Yeah.
Show yourself, super salad.
Cal,
Ha, your Velcro-powered shoes and endless capacity to hug will not save you now.
So Superman's dead? Question mark.
I couldn't find his body. Can't hear his heartbeat. I was supposed to protect him from this, from you.
Remember when Captain Hero took steroids?
I'm sure that's
Yep.
the best news you've heard all day.
I'll miss him too.
I'm going to have more what? I'm going to walk more miles and have more AIDS than anyone
But
else.
the Joker got to him, and I wasn't there to stop it. I lost my friend Clark, and I've missed him ever since.
And of course I liked Ling Ling's dad. I am
Good
ashamed
old
to call
Kevin
you-
Conroy Batman.
Atlantis, gone.
I am ashamed to call you Ling Ling Hitler bin Laden Seacrest.
No one's giving up yet. Anyone here from Beetle or Firestorm?
This is your fault, Bruce. Cal and I would have beaten Brainiac. You should have followed our lead.
Stop it, Diana! Millions of people are trapped on that ship. We have to save them.
Not with him.
Such discord. No wonder humans have yet to expand their civilization beyond the confines of this tiny planet.
Did you call him just a gloat?
My betas are taking position all across your planet. In 1 hour, they will explode in unison, burning the Earth's atmosphere, rendering this world a barren moon. Unless you surrender Clara Zor-El. She is Krypton's sole survivor, and my last opportunity to study the effect of a yellow sun on Kryptonian cells. Surrender her, and I will spare this world.
Even if I thought you'd honor that deal, we wouldn't take it.
You have 1 hour to reconsider.
Thanks for giving the new girl a chance, but maybe I should go.
No. We'll find a way to take down Brainiac's shield. We have to.
We could try shorting him out, but we'd need to generate an insane amount of power.
Perhaps science is not the answer.
So
Sorry, I'm back. I just went to get a drink.
Yeah.
I can
I was also laughing because I remembered that me and Liz were laughing at. Remember Clara's talking Jesus.
Yeah.
Something that can be
Liz was
Oh,
laughing
Jackson.
at some of the
Hey,
things
Jack.
it was doing. We
You're
didn't
right.
know whether it
Apparently
was. We didn't know what was more horrific.
that could work.
You know, the fact, you know, the Jesus with Barbie's voice, or Barbie with Jesus's voice.
Guess not. Indeed.
Make a signal disruptor that blocks his neural
Yeah.
network. If you
Help
get
me,
Brainiac's
help me
shields out,
talking
we can
Jesus.
disarm those beta bombs.
Then that's our plan.
I think they got the chip wrong in the factory. Stop your whoring and sodomizing, sinners! I will cleanse you with my blood.
Yeah.
Liz was laughing at some of the things where she kept pulling the Jesus thing, and it kept going, just pretend it's a banana. If you don't do it, he'll leave you.
Once the door is opened, it's only
Oh, Clara.
Yeah.
Fight I look forward to.
Yeah, it's hot. Now I think it's one of my favourite characters just because of how ridiculous she is. What is this? It's a television show about tolerance. Tolerance? Why, that's a breeding ground for homosexuality. When I send that Terminator back.
Yeah. Waldo Sackman. It's gone to meet you.
I will relish this. You cannot beat me because I will catch up.
Black Adam has revealed conduct.
Oh, that guy who did those videos, that Arnold Schwarzenegger thing. That
Yeah.
he's got a new channel and he's doing videos again.
Oh, cool.
Not he's only done a few. He's done one on the people who ride motorcycles, one on the millennial era, and one on the wear liberal thing, which is more of an American thing. Which is just about people who take their political alignment to the extreme.
Bring me that sample before the Earth is destroyed, and your lawyer.
Represented by people going where and everything. Where we want to let illegals in. Where I want to identify myself as a woman. I want to identify myself as a tree. I want to identify myself as a squirrel and bury my face in some guy's nuts. Num 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 num. Nothing, however, beats Arnold Schwarzenegger versus Batman.
Ah, yes.
Son of a bitch! Ah! Black Canary in... Oh, Black Canary's doing her inner Undertaker.
If you're willing to sacrifice them.
And I'm Aquaman!
It's been 13 minutes. And we're finally getting some gameplay.
Oh, come on, I mean, Batman has Robin, Aquaman has Aqualad, why, even Samuel Congrave has the mighty paraplegic.
Alright, let's see what Aquaman's one is. Oh wait, I think I've already seen it.
By Neptune, I won't yield.
By Neptune. Oh, by Vectron.
I thank you by Vectron's kindly claw.
By Vectron's knees, let's crack open the Shabley. For Vectron! Oh yes, I remember.
This king isn't easily captured.
By Vectron's knees. By Vectron you shall have it.
Comes the cavalry,
I thank you by Vectron's golden winds.
the last of mankind's monarchs.
What kind of ruler sacrifices his own people for Brainiac?
My loyalty isn't to Brainiac or Gorilla City.
Vectron is the beginning. He's the beginning and the end. Actually, he says that it happened last week.
His weakness and kill him with his ship. I will.
Okay, it's very important. You see, we've been saying Vectron for quite a while, and he like wants to know why.
I've had my fill of God's charade.
I think I needed a plectrum. Oh,
Your
Plectrum,
hubris will be your
Vectron.
undoing.
I think that might have been it. It seems a bit silly now. I miss Vectron. I think even I miss Vectron. For Vectron!
For Vectron! Ah, here we go. Super move.
Giving me ideas for new arrows.
A compliment indeed. Exceptional is not the word I use.
Ruby?
Oh. My controller's dead. Just a second.
No, bugger.
Power bank.
Power catcher.
Oh, good.
Oh, so Jack's gone now.
We thought you were dead.
The scarab's
Was
hard
it
to kill.
something I
Batman told
said?
me you guys needed a hand. Consider me your sidekick.
Come along.
The Blue Beetle. I'm still laughing of the fact of what Ian was saying about how the League of Extraordinary Gentlemen was apparently supposed to be.
Yeah.
It's just the idea that that Dr. Jekyll was gay and he raped the Invisible Man to death. And that Harry Potter was in it as a villain. I don't know, it's just thinking of Harry Potter suddenly being, you know, Kevin from Harry Enfield.
This armor is wasted on a child. When we're finished, I'll tear the scarab from his body and make its powers my own.
Well said. Well said, Whitney Houston, man. Oh yeah, I don't know if you saw the video Goofy's trial.
No, I didn't.
It's basically a video where Goofy's put on trial for basically a school shooting.
Right.
But the whole thing is he's laughing during the entire thing and doing basically his thing. And they keep telling him, you know, what he's done or what he's being accused of. And he's like, yeah. You do realise it, I did it. What? You're admitting you did. So, Your Honor, my client is clearly insane. I'd like to plead insanity. I did it. Look, can I have a minute to speak to my client? He's clearly distressed. You have 5 minutes, and he like takes Goofy aside to ask him what he's doing, and he's laughing and goes, "I did it, Bull." Yeah, I know you did it. You know you did it. But you know, I'm trying. I can get you off. Do you want to go to prison? No. Do you want to go to an insanity ward? No. Then just cooperate. Look, Mickey's hired me because he cares about you. So do this for Mickey. And as they bring him out and they ask him, he goes, "I did it. I'll do it again." And they're all laughing. The demons in my head told me to do it. I did it. Burger.
A true leader serves his people. You only serve yourself.
Be that as it may, I will be the only one who leaves this cave.
Ah, Kingdom Hearts 3 Critical Mode free and paid DLC in development.
Ah.
Hold on. I'll just have a wee look at this, see if there's any information that might intrigue you.
Yeah.
Okay, Dengi Online has published a new interview that's... Hold on. Okay, this is cookies thing. An interview with Tetsuya Nomura, who discusses addition to a critical mode and future downloadable content. Here are notable tidbits. As far as I can see from the specific data, including the downloaded version, sales numbers were quite good and far beyond my own expectations. We're currently working on downloadable content, so I don't quite have the feeling that we've finished yet. Before Critical Mode was not in the original versions, but in the final mixed versions of Kingdom Hearts games, so this is where we're going to release it as an update at a later date. It's not about simply changing the numerical value to be stronger, we're readjusting and debugging rather than just making it more difficult. We're making adjustments to pinpoint a level of fun. There's also some speculation in regards to a secret movie, but it's not so simple to be understood at this point in time. We previously prepared final mixed versions as separate packages at this time. I want to add all additional elements through downloadable content. We will offer free downloadable content from what can be done through additional updates, but we're also planning paid downloadable content on to release several elements together as a batch. That being said, paid downloadable content will take a while to produce, but I would like to finish within a year.
One question, when you are playing Birth by Sleep, how essential is playing the board game? I don't think it's essential at all. Is it?
Not really.
I've just started. Any tips? Shot locks
Right,
are
if you wanna
always
get
useful.
okay, if you want the story to work out pretty well, or at least make sense, play it in the order of Terra, Ventus, and then Aqua. If you want actual tips from people, if you go on Super Butterbun's channel, she does do a birth by sleep for beginners.
Did Aquaman just kill Grodd?
I hope so.
How's your head?
Empty.
So not much has changed.
Barry! Arrow! Out of the way!
I will say, however, that Terra is strong, but very, very slow.
Yeah.
Ventus is fast, but not very strong, and Aqua is very good at magic. But if you want the story to make any kind of sense, there is a particular order to play things. But yeah, the shot lock will be broken as all hell. Use it to beat all the things.
Yeah.
Cyborg, where's that signal disruptor?
Coming at you. All you have to do is hit the trigger, but it only jams a local area. You need to get within arm's reach of Brainiac.
Good.
The comics stopped before this game's story, so Grodd's dead. Ah.
Couldn't have happened to a nicer guy.
They did it! Shields are down!
Supergirl, on me. Victor, help the others fight those betas.
Did you know Killer Croc is married?
No, it isn't.
Last issue of the Injustice comic. Ah.
The signal gets stronger this way. What is it?
Millions of them.
Everything alright over there, Sam?
Yeah, Nicole's just being fed.
So many languages. The Kryptonians. City, home. We have to help them.
I'm not sure we can.
There has to be a way.
He married Orica. Oh. I hope. Well, good for him.
Ooh, hentai.
Oh God.
Ooh, I've seen enough hentai to know where this is going. This game just got sexier.
Your capture will make it so. You have failed in every effort to oppose me. You are not exceptional. Merely an ordinary specimen of a primitive species. Dispose of him.
How about that? A human crocodile and a human killer whale. Yeah, it seems appropriate. Oh. Not dead.
Get over here. The man of soup.
Yeah.
Make an entrance. Where's Kara? Captured, somewhere on board. We'll find her. But we only have 20 minutes before Brainiac's betas scorch the Earth. Why aren't the others? They're attacking the betas, just in case we don't pull through. We will.
Firestorm.
Firestorm? What happened to you?
Brainiac unified our dueling minds. No longer divided. We think as one.
He's your walking bomb. How do we get past him? Swamp Thing 2?
Also, the voice actor behind Brainiac has played at least.
The Firestorm Matrix. All knowledge will be subsumed under his collection.
I've heard enough about Brainiac and his collection. Talked a big game back at my cell. Let's see how you stack up.
Your immense power is finite. The Firestorm Matrix has no limits.
8 different characters on Star Trek. Huh. Rah!
Firestorm.
3 of them were Ferengi, of course. Well, I have this working theory that all the game companies in the world, the major AAA publishers, are all run by Ferengi because they seem to abide by the rules of acquisition pretty closely.
a work in progress. I might be able to restore it.
And one of them are really badass Andorian. Cool.
That's new. Brainiac's adapting. Quantity or difficulty? Difficulty. As a digital copy, it won't be real.
Nature is real. It can be stored with no loss of ability.
That's Brainiac talking. Time to get him out of your head.
Mortal Kombat 11 hype, absolutely. Is that DR or Doctor? How do you go? Bye. Mortal Kombat is always hype.
Oh yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed Mortal Kombat 9 and 10. I mean, granted, I didn't like the combat kids very much, but, you know, that was just poor execution on their part.
Oh, damn.
Oh, you got beaten by the Swamp Thing.
No, I missed the super move.
Oh, balls.
Yeah. How you doing, Dr. Guy? You are live on YouTube. Please do not say fuck or bugger. Oh, it looks like I might be getting beaten by Swamp Thing. Ah. Am I hell? 11 is going to kill my wallet. Oh god, tell me about it. Gotcha!
Green needs its real gold.
Swamp Thing is magic. He can beat Superman. He almost did. But I managed to pull it out.
I still love the Ultra Instinct Shaggy's been killed by Spanish Jiren.
Firestorm's brain patterns are changing.
Pathetic.
El Hermano.
Oh, you saw it, didn't you?
Yeah, that means the brother.
Jason, Professor Stein.
El Hermano. He also kills Ugandan Knuckles.
Yeah. $299.99 US dollars. Is that actually what they're charging for the collector's edition or whatever fucking edition they're
I wouldn't be
putting out?
surprised.
Firestorm will get you back on Terra Firma. Report to Hal. He'll need help fighting.
At
Because
this point, I would
fucking
not
hell,
be
that's a lot of money
surprised.
for a game.
It is.
No Brainiac. Where is he? I don't know.
$299. It's 99 cents. That's like 270 quid.
Yeah. Collection edition indeed. Bloody hell. That's a lot of money. What do you get with that?
I think you get like a mask of Scorpion
Oh.
and a gold and an MK coin or something.
Ah.
The chaos you spread is a cancer upon the cosmos. Only Brainiac can establish order.
You know what? I'm gonna try Batman this time.
I'll take care of this. I'll keep searching for Brainiac.
Brainiac will achieve what you could not. He will quell Gotham's chaos, but for him to succeed, you must die.
You must die!
Vengeance of horror.
Oh, Scorpion Bust. Ah. Ah, yeah, that's cool. Oh, and did you know in this timeline, Lobo is a Green Lantern? That.
Doctor Fate.
Pales in comparison to Dr. Orpheus.
Nothing is better than Dr. Orpheus. Oh yeah, Ollie, I don't know if you saw that video I posted of the Chris Chan comic that just came out. The narrator reminded me of the narrator sounded like Douglas Renham. You know how Douglas Renham has that whole saying pizza and chicken wings?
Yeah.
While he's narrating, he says he's like voicing Chris Chan, and he just says, "I filled this room with all the things a man could ever want: video games."
Yeah.
I suddenly thought of Douglas.
Yeah.
I ordered pizza, chicken wings.
You wouldn't believe what his first construct was. Well, what was it? Don't keep me in suspense. Oh, bugger. Retry. In Just Ice 2. Batman.
So much for the medical advantage. I'll take care of this. I'll keep searching for Brainiac.
Brainiac will achieve what you could not. He will quell Gotham's chaos.
Video games.
Video games.
Yeah, seriously, it just sounds like Douglas Renham. And even Ian said it was actually very well done.
I want your friend to record my voicemail as Sean. the guy said. Oh. Cool.
The voice of what?
Voicemail. To record my voicemail as Sean Connery. Ah.
Okay.
Record a voicemail as Sean Connery. Tell you what, I'll pause the game. You can probably get the audio off this bit if I shut up. Do a voicemail message as Sean Connery, Sam. Go.
You've reached the line of Sean Connery. I can't get to the phone right now, but I'll be sure to come back. Is that good enough, or do you want me to try again?
Alright, go on, do one more.
Hello, you have reached the line of insert name here. I'm afraid I'm a little busy right now, but if you leave a message, I'll be sure to call you back when I've got the time. I'm sorry,
Brilliant.
I can't really do it very well as he calls, pretending to be a car.
The guy says, awesome! Awesome job, Sam.
Have you seen From Russia with Love? I did always like myself a bit of Red Kraut. How dare you filthy Scot? No, he isn't. Just because he did that in one movie.
Well, I mean, the line you should have quoted should have been, you Spanish peacock.
Well, instead I'll stick with just the other stuff. Sure, you soiled yourself for a filthy, satanic, succubus niche. Go shuck on a railroad spike, you son of a bitch. Dead bitch. I'll tell you right now, holy ground or nay.
I'm setting it on the missus.
You're dead to me, boy. You're a bugger of boy. Go fuck RuPaul. I know that one's an old one.
What was that on again?
That was on that retarded animal babies.
Oh god, that old Newgrounds animation thing.
Yeah, that old Newgrounds thing where Sean Connery was the son was a dog.
I'm setting it on the messages for giggles. This is awesome.
Oh, they just crushed. They've just crushed Dr. Fate. Go. No. Oh. That conveniently worked.
Fetch me my blue windbreaker! Oh.
Even a magical being like Dr. Fate recognizes my superiority. In time, the entire universe will adhere to my design.
Unless we stop you.
I offer nothing less than deliverance. Your environment is poisoned. Your civilization has exhausted its resources. The Earth's decline cannot be reversed.
We'll find a way. We always do.
So he made a giant erogenous zone and beat Starro with it. Ah. Right.
So, like a great New York alligator.
It's too bad Ian isn't here to do his Winnie the Pooh impression.
Yes. If only we had some honey. Oh Lord.
Already taught me much about the nature of your powers.
Don't you mess with me. I ain't throw it. Put those hams up,
Cannot match
motherfucker.
my intellect. You are only a Kryptonian, of which I have killed billions.
Ah, he said, "Beware my power, Green Lantern's cock." He didn't actually do that. That's a joke, surely. You're pulling my leg. Upon my chain, you surely do yank.
Ollie, even if you did pull your leg, would you even be able to feel it?
Yes, I have sensation in that. Bloody hell, that's a lot of damage. Oh. Okay, Brainiac might actually be a problem. Oh, God, impalement. No, it happened. Oh. Is this the end game boss? Because he's...
Yeah, pretty much.
Wait, so is this it then?
Well, here's the annoying part. There are two endings to the game, but in order to get the second one, you have to do... You know when you do the switches, if you change the characters over?
Yeah.
Basically, you have to do every basically play as all the characters in story mode. And then you get the final one, because you get a choice at the end whether to do the end game as Superman or Batman.
Right.
But Superman's is seen as the bad ending, whereas obviously Batman's is the good ending.
Right. So are we going to have to go through that again?
You'll have to only go through you'll only have to go through the fights where you had to make a choice.
Ah. Right. Well, okay, we can do that in the time it takes for this stream. And
are you okay? What's the matter?
Laser vision. Superman, use your... Superman, use your Roman Reigns punch.
Ooh, I see what you did there.
That's cheating.
Are you just spamming him with lasers?
If you lost the lower half of your body, wouldn't you recreate your erogenous zones if you could? I don't know. I don't know what I'd do on the spur of the moment in that situation. Oh. Oh no, ow. That's half a meter.
I know, right?
Ready to submit?
This world needs my protection.
Oh, that is cheatery. Cheatery. Well, Lobo is crude, so he not only would.
Right. I'll be right back. Only if I get Liz some pills.
Yeah, right. I'll try and kick his ass in the meantime. Na 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 na. Ba ba da ba da. Na na na. He'd remake it bigger and better. You will lose. Oh.
There is nothing super.
Oh God. This isn't looking good. Gotcha!
That was for Krypton. The attacks on the fleet are weakening. I could feel him losing steam as we fought. Good. Should make it easier to cut him off from the betas.
Big enough to club a giant alien starfish into submission. Yeah,
You won't feel a thing till I jam this down your throat. I know, right? Priorities, huh?
Brainiac is down.
She started showing me again. I think the first
We
thing
did it.
she would do is
Now we find Kara.
sprung off it, just sprung herself up.
What's
so that
happening?
they can both-
Brainiac's mind is the ship's CPU. Apparently he doesn't have a backup system.
When when Obi-Wan Kenobi jumps between Grievous and his army and gives up the high ground and still wins. Wait, that outstanding move is beyond science.
If we crash, all the cities preserved are
Everything I've been saying does sound like cobblers, doesn't it? It does. But for some reason I believe you.
It's the comic book industry, it's how this works.
By pure thought. This could kill you. Sounds like a job for me.
It could kill you. Do it, do it, do it.
Well, it's injustice, so why not? Why not indeed?
Die, Superman.
Create a bypass loop. Put the ship on autopilot. Trying. Ship! You will not destroy my collection!
Relinquish my ship. You will regret that. You are persistent, but primitive theatrics cannot save you.
For instance, Superman probably shouldn't have been able to... Crush Dr. Fate, send the metal helmets.
Is doomed.
Nabu would have stopped him.
You are persistent. Primitive theatrics cannot save you.
Yeah. Tablet isn't plugged in at all. Oh, it is. Sorry.
Okay, this might take a look. This might take a bit.
You are persistent, but primitive theatrics cannot save you.
I'm just spamming the punch button at this point.
Your pain brings no pleasure.
Brainiac is the final boss, but you have overtime after this. Right.
What do you mean?
Oh. That is just... This entire fight is just cheap as hell.
Your story ends here.
I've got a few chapters left.
Ah! So close.
You are persistent, but primitive theatrics cannot save you.
Leaving Brainiac.
You have to pick a side, Batman or Superman. Oh, I think I know what's going on.
Don't waste my time.
Your best is not enough.
Don't bet on it.
I shouldn't have wasted those bars. I could have done with the super move. Oh, I've just found a profoundly cheap way to win. Because I'm Batman. Sam's here. Hey.
Hey, Sam.
And I win.
Like you said, I'm persistent.
Jacks his eyes out. Because I'm Batman. Because I'm Batman. She says, hey.
We need to get you out of there.
Not yet. The city's...
The DC Bifrost. Sort of. Do you still respect Wonder Woman after playing this game? It's been that long since I played it last that I don't remember, to be honest.
I thought it was too late. I can feel the heartbeat of Atlantis. Brainiac's work is undone.
Not all of it. I couldn't save everyone.
Some cities are still trapped in the collection. Others were lost, wiped from the ship's memory. Metropolis, Coast City.
But we can still save them, right? Carol? My family? I'm sorry, Hal.
First Krypton, now Earth. No other world should suffer this.
Clark, no. Even if I agreed that he should die, he can't. We need him alive to save the rest of our cities.
No, we don't. With more time, and Cyborg's help, the ship will obey me.
Or we could lose more cities.
So why is Superman wearing the Cerebro helmet? I'm not sure. He was plugged into the thing because it was how to pilot the ship.
It was never that simple, Diana.
Yes, it is, Bruce. Metropolis and Coast City are gone. How many more innocent people die before you accept that some lives need to be taken? My powers. How did you...
Gold kryptonite, courtesy of Firestorm.
Get up, Cal.
Stay down. Enough exposure, and you'll be depowered permanently.
This madness has to end, Bruce.
Oh. Sam, who would you choose, Batman or Superman?
Batman, because he gets the best ending.
Alright, well, okay, we'll go with that. We'll do them both eventually. We've got an hour left.
Yeah. Get up, Cal. Get up, you bum. Gold kryptonite. Batman shivved him.
You don't want to do this.
Oh no, don't go. I'm sorry, I didn't see your comment in time, so you wanted me to choose Superman. We're gonna do both of them. We're gonna do both. And I should mention that Superman is kind of evil in this one.
Yeah, that's the whole point of Injustice, is Superman is kind of a bit a bastard. So he needs to die.
So I don't think there's a way to go back. Superman is hot, though. But Superman is a scumbag in this.
Superman's a git who basically just, you know, became Hitler just because he accidentally killed his wife.
Wait, so are we actually getting the fight? Oh.
Yeah.
Arthur, don't do this. You don't want to follow Clark. I'm not following anyone. You've never understood Atlantis, Bruce. We are an ancient people with an old-fashioned sense of justice.
Because I'm Batman.
Somebody knows where he is.
I want the Devastator from DC Metal to have a crossover. Huh. You can add Mortal Kombat and DC into the pantheon of crossovers that worked better than they should have.
Well, you know the sad thing is that technically speaking, that Mortal Kombat vs DC is technically part of Mortal Kombat canon.
Yeah.
That's the sad part. It's even referenced in this game. Raiden mentions Dark Khan.
I'm tired of fighting you, Arthur.
That man knew they'd double-cross him. We have to move.
There is no escape.
No, it's sad that that Aquaman didn't use the name Curry Man.
Yeah. Brought it upon yourself, Alpha.
Go back to Kondak, Adam. Stay here and you'll be prosecuted.
You'd have to capture me, Batman. And I've underestimated you for the last time.
What does it say? I've said this before. What does it say about Gotham City's education that nobody figures out that the only person that could afford to be Batman is Batman?
You would think.
Yeah. It's like, seriously, who else in Gotham even could it be? Who else has those resources?
You're a small man who's winning.
well, Riddler had a theory. It shouldn't be it's a bit beyond a theory. It should have been blindingly obvious. All you've got to do, list of the people who have enough money to realistically be Batman. The list would be precisely one name long. I mean, at least with Arrow, the Green Arrow is not obviously mega rich. He thinks Batman funds his resources using the stolen loot.
It's my turn to rule. Don't bet on him.
Shazam.
Well, he chucked a car at me, fair enough. That other criminals have stolen. Well, I suppose that's a little... I suppose that's possible, but... not to the point that Batman, like...
Lead them to the cave.
Look, Batman being Batman is...
Batman is stupidly rich.
Oh, yeah. He has an unnecessarily large amount of money and is the only one who can afford it. Not only that, but have the technology to be Batman.
Oh, he's getting in that suit.
She led us right to him.
It's no accident you brought us here.
Of course it isn't.
He also thinks Batman bribes Jim Gordon to look
warned him about
the
Diana,
other way.
But I didn't believe you'd turn on me.
Evening, Commissioner.
This is the last
Hello,
time.
I'm Commissioner Gordon.
No more secrets, no more schemes.
Schemes?
Stop, you two.
Stoked Clark's worst fears.
ECW's got enough problems. Inbreds, tools, and losers.
To pacify man's world, Cal needed steel. not
Diana.
passion.
But you didn't bring peace. You started a war.
Yeah, I don't have respect for Wonder Woman in this. Injustice 2, if anything, makes her look worse.
Yeah.
It shows how insecure she is. And how far she's fallen.
Your only hope is surrender.
Give her what she deserves. A bigger role in later movies?
That version of her, perhaps.
You betray Superman.
Just remember, she was inspired by bondage, and more bondage. It was 50 Shades of Grey before 50 Shades of Grey was 50 Shades of Grey.
It's quite satisfying when you finish him with a super move, isn't it?
Same side. It felt like old times. I guess we both knew it would end this way.
You remember that night when you told me Lois was pregnant?
You knew, even before I said it.
That was a good memory.
From another lifetime.
I miss the people we were then.
Me too.
What's the difference between her and the other Wonder Woman? They're different characters?
Look, you can literally consider everyone in Injustice, you know, a different character effectively to, you know.
What's the difference between Jerry's? Quite a sizable one, I think you'll agree.
Look, the biggest change here is that the morals and the hero code that everyone had no longer exists, and because Superman is as powerful as he is, no one can stop him. I mean, you know, it's kind of like if All Might wasn't injured and suddenly decided to overpower the rest of the world. I mean, Vigilantes seems to make that a point that that will inevitably happen.
Yeah.
The whole point here in Injustice seems to be that it got to the point where, you know, one thing happened that pushed that Superman past the point where suddenly killing all his villains made it more, you know, got rid of all of his problems, but it meant that he'd become the villain. Whereas My Hero Academia just seems to have the whole... They have a hero system and it works for now, but it's an extremely flawed system that's going to crumble horribly.
Ugh. Well, I win. Who's next? You're next! Because I'm Batman.
He'll be out for a while. I'm sorry, Kara.
Super bitch. Take that, super bitch. I mean, another thing is that My Hero Academia has the whole problem of there aren't any street-level heroes.
Kara, it's safe now.
Like DC and Marvel have like the street-level heroes like Daredevil and Spider-Man. My Hero Academia doesn't have them because heroes consider street crime beneath them.
That's a
Except
job
for the
the police.
All Might actually did it. Well, yeah, police, but you know, the police are kind of not always effective.
I hope someday you'll see that.
I mean, the biggest example you can see of the police not caring about the law in My Hero Academia is in Season 2, when that dog cop pretty much left Midori and all that off with what they did, even though technically they broke the law pretty badly.
Yeah.
I mean, you can understand why they do it, but you can see why it's a detriment.
He made them fear it.
That symbol's meaning is up to the person who wears it. When Clark and I
Well, off to the Phantom Zone.
we protected them, plain and simple. Maybe the world could use a team like that again. Welcome to the Circle of Trust.
So is Superman in the Phantom Zone or something now?
Yeah, in this ending, Superman's in the Phantom Zone.
Right. Is there a point in sitting through the credits?
Is there a point to it?
Yeah.
Well, no, Phantom Zone's one of the few places that can apparently hold them.
No, I mean sitting through the credits.
Cutscenes. No, there's no end cut. No, there's this. Yeah, you can skip them.
Yeah. Complete all scenes to unlock the alternate final chapter.
By all scenes, it means what I told you earlier.
Yeah. Can you pick and choose, or do you have to go through the whole thing?
You can choose the individual chapters, like the individual fights.
Black Mercy would have been better. I don't know what that is. You have unlocked Brainiac. Ack Battle Armor 5. Play story. Chapters. Right. I don't actually remember.
If you just go into chapters, it'll say over the fight.
Ah, I see. Oh.
Yeah, you see now. Yeah, now he sees. Now he sees.
Supergirl season 1. I don't remember. It was that long ago.
Yeah. So I've heard that the Marvel stuff's being pulled from Netflix now.
It's been cancelled. I don't know if it's been pulled from Netflix. Yeah. Anyway, I will be just a second. I'll be right back. Right. Oh, what's all I'm gonna get this package. Here we go. I am back. Oh shit. I'm back. Okay. Right, let us do the thing. Right, I'm going to play as Black Canary for this one.
Now you ready to be all ears? It's Scarecrow and his goons you want. They're mixing toxic gas right in your backyard. We came to stop them.
I see.
The Black Mirth. Oh. She was attached to alien parasite that showed her krypton. The Black Mercy shows you what you want. Oh, I see. I get you. If I skip the movie, I've got to do Black Canary first.
Yeah. Again, Selena. I don't know why Bruce ever trusted you.
I've got 9 lives, Dinah. I'm only a traitor in most of them.
Oh. Oh, this is embarrassing. What would Sarah say? Oh, you ain't getting up from that. Arm bars everywhere.
Bad. Bad baby. Bad.
Gotcha.
So much for 9 lives. Oh, that was graceful, Ollie.
And now we've got to play as the Green Arrow, I believe.
One of us needs to distract him while the other sniffs his tubes. Oh.
And you could skip out of the fight and then just check.
Sorry?
You could always come out the fight and, you know, go back to the...
No, I remember there were... I alternated back then. I'm pretty sure.
I'll distract him. You
Yeah.
Your spine will break like this.
What you say to me now, Holmes? Don't you know I'm loco?
What was that? That was Captain Hero, but what was...
Basically what it was Xander was trying to explain what he thought was going on with, you know, the Tim Thomason thing. And he thought that Tim Thomason was just a persona made by him, by Captain Hero, to explore his gay side, just like how he created El Chaco to explore his Mexican gangbanger side. He like has Xander cornered. Like, what you say to me now, Holmes? Don't you know I'm loco? While tossing a knife between his hands. No, get down. Not good, that's not nice. Back.
Canary will be twice a widow.
Quiver's not empty yet. Birdie, now!
Right.
Damn 38.
Okay, does it count now? Can I get out?
Yeah, it counts. You can get out.
Oh, no, I didn't want to continue. Ah, I pressed the wrong button.
Now where's that damn 38?
Come on. Pause. Let me... Right, main menu. Confirm. Oh, no. Oh, I did do it wrong.
You played as characters you'd already played as, hadn't you?
Yeah. I did the whole thing as Green Arrow. I thought I alternated. Right, so... Right, I've just got to do it again as Black Canary.
Mm-hmm.
And again. And there's one after that as well.
One of us needs to distract him while the other sniffs his tubes. Ouch. His venom tubes, Ollie.
How kind of Batman, sending his underlings. I will enjoy returning you to him in body bags.
Go. I'll keep Bane busy.
Little birdie, you will sing a song of pain.
Oh, I'll sing a song. But you'll feel the pain.
Okay, this is not going to plan. What you saying to me now, huh? Ah.
Ollie, now.
Where's that damn 38?
Your own utopia, a prison you'll hate. That is... Dr. B's fate. Sorry. What's this? A large influx of bees will put a stop to that.
Oh no. The situation has become more arduous with the inclusion of yet more bees.
A new order is coming. I have foreseen it. Leave with me now, while I can still save you.
If that's the case, we're staying here.
Oh god, it's Dr. Fate.
Everyone and everything you know will die. I will shepherd you to safety, lest you suffer the same
Fuck
fate.
you, Fate.
By force, if necessary.
The good doctor's been wearing that helm for too long.
Then let's help him out of it.
Watch my back.
You should not have returned to Batman. You are not fated to fight his battle.
Well, like a good friend once told me. Screw fate.
Vengeance of Horus.
Isn't it hilarious that there's probably an entire generation of people that only know James Woods as a Family Guy antagonist?
Yeah, we know him as a Disney antagonist.
Well, yeah, no, we know him as Hades, but, like, there are probably people who don't even know James Woods is an actor, who just think he's a character in Family Guy.
I'm not abandoning Batman.
Okay, I think that was that. Main menu. Oh, the way I said menu reminded me of something. I was going to tell you that video I've got in the works for a future one. I have come up with a great idea for a live-action Broly.
A live-action what?
Broly.
Okay.
Manu Bennett.
Nice.
You know who I'm talking about, right?
No.
Crixus / Slade Wilson in Arrow. You're not going home thing. Yeah. That guy.
Kakarot.
Kakarot! Well, you'd have to be the legendary form, but like...
For once, rather than jumping on and starting an entire campaign turning it into the drama you're trying to avoid, despite everything that's going on right now,
I'm still
gonna watch the shows because again, I haven't really got much choice but to. And one of those things is going to be because they still have the publishing rights to at least some of My Hero Academia, which and Dragon Ball for now.
I think I'm going to get the Blu-ray of Season 1 of My Hero if it's not on Funimation.
Good fucking luck.
Why do you say that?
Good luck trying to get Season 1 of My Hero Academia. If you are lucky to find a UK copy, they're going to try and charge you over 160 quid because there was only ever a special edition released in the UK.
I'll get a multi-region version then.
Oh, good luck finding one of those as well. I happened to find an Australian version.
Come on, let's find Grodd and get
Oh, well, fuck it then. If it's that hard to get a hold of, I might as well pirate it.
I was lucky to find that. Now, I would recommend eBay or Amazon to try and find it because, well, again, you're not going to find it in CEX or anywhere else. Season 2 is actually easy to get hold of. 3 hasn't been released yet.
Fighting a talking ape wasn't enough. Had to throw in telekinesis.
This wannabe tyrant is mine.
Your bravado is empty, Canary. Like the rest of your kind, you will soon kneel before me.
Kneel before Grodd? That doesn't sound right.
I like the wordplay there. Well done, writers. Oh.
The kneel before Grodd thing.
I wonder if you can share your screen over Skype. You can share the sound.
Come on, Ollie, you're getting your ass kicked by a monkey. Oh, Oliver, getting your rectum kicked in by a filthy monkey. Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. Oh, right. When you say it, it's okay, but when I say it, it's racist. I should have been a bit more thorough with my extermination.
Oh no.
You can pick up your unemployment check wherever you end up.
Huh. I don't think we'll get another stream out of this game.
Talking ape wasn't enough. Had to throw in telekinesis.
This wannabe tyrant is mine.
Your bravado is
Sadly, no.
like the rest of your kind. You will soon kneel before me.
Kneel before Grodd? That doesn't sound right.
But yeah, if you can get, if you can find a multi-region version, if it says region B, it means that it worked in this region. Just so you know, for future reference, they don't all use the numerical system.
Yeah.
But my version was the Australian version, which just so happens to be a region B version.
I assume it's the same dub though.
Yeah, it's still.
There isn't an Australian dub.
No, of course it's the same dub. It's just, again, the UK did get an English version. It's just that you could only buy the DVD Blu-ray combi in a special edition pack, which really only included a keyring and a booklet that's based on Midoriya's notepad that has like artwork of the characters.
Yeah. The Australian dub of My Hero Academia. Stone the Crow.
Right,
Stone the Crows, it's all like, good day, mates. Here, I ain't got a quirk, can't still be a hero. Don't be a daft cunt.
That would actually be hilarious. I ain't got a quirk. Can I still be an hero? Of course you can't, you daft cunt. And he wouldn't be carrying a bottle of. He wouldn't be carrying a bottle of water. He'd be carrying a can of Foster's.
Yeah, can of Foster's.
And he'd have a hat with a corpse on.
The bush hat.
I know. He's going off stereotype.
Yeah.
That right there?
Well, you've got to remember, over here, the only thing we've ever seen of Australians in terms of alcohol is Foster's. That's all we've seen. Well, we don't know what VB is. Well, we don't.
And it's stubby, it sounds like in a half-pipe glass.
Well, again,
bottle.
we don't know that. So,
Okay.
again, stereotypes. Oh God, would they change Suyu's quirk to kangaroo?
They might. Oh.
So instead of using a tongue, she just throws Midoriya in a pouch.
I don't know, Minotaur sprouts boomerangs from his head. That's actually probably a more useful quirk.
I don't know, Suyu's quirk is actually very versatile.
No, Minotaur's sprouting boomerangs from his head.
Yeah, actually that would, yeah. I think the problem with Minotaur's quirk is it's very situational and you have to be very smart to make it work.
Right. I alternated a bit for this one, so remember the sequence for me. Blue Beetle, Firestorm, Firestorm, Blue Beetle.
Okay, I'm going to forget that.
Ah, Ian's here. He says quirky. You have been invited, Ian, if you wish to join. We won't be on for much longer. Oh God, this is going to be... Right, so... Blue Beetle, 2 Firestorms, and another Blue Beetle. And then Catwoman twice, Cyborg once, then Catwoman again. Let's see if I remember that. Won't be a mo.
When it is ashes, you will beg for vengeance.
But then that would mean that Suyu wouldn't be able to do Kero or Ribbits anymore.
She'd just say Bonza instead.
I don't know what sound kangaroos are meant to make.
They don't. She'd just go Bonza.
Oh, so she just do sweeps and shit. Yeah.
Beta phase is complete.
Okay.
Defense is irreversibly compromised.
Good day, mate. I'm all mate. I'm here, all right, mate. You only... Well, look at that, Midoriya. You only just gone and got in, didn't you?
I'm fucking here!
I'm fucking here. I still like my Canadian All Might. I'm here, eh?
Speaking of, did you see that later episode of, newish episode of Naruto Abridged? That
I haven't actually watched the Naruto Abridged.
It was the one where Lee gets drunk. Although, as you know, in Naruto Abridged, the whole joke of his character is that he is Canadian.
Yes.
Guess we're on the front lines now.
So instead of sake, it's maple syrup. And he just becomes extra Canadian.
How do you become more Canadian?
Well, it just instills him with Canadian patriotism.
Oh, wow. I know they tried to restart it twice, like the Naruto Bridge thing.
Yeah.
I think he did one new after Masako left. He did like one episode with a new guy, but the new guy wasn't very.
You don't replace Masako X.
Well, he tried to replace him, but he even acknowledged in the episode because he was complaining that he had a Tsunade. Hey, Ian. Hey. He had a Tsunade joke. But unfortunately, Marshiko voiced Tsunade, so he tried to do it himself and then put underneath, yes, I know my Tsunade stuff. Because the joke was that one of them was using a flute to summon a Dragon Zord, and then suddenly Tsunade went, excuse me, are you a Cargate Ranger? No. That's what I thought. Come, Dragon Zord.
I used to think Hugh... Oh, Zam's back. Yay. I used to think Hugh Jackman was Canadian before I heard his original accent, of course.
Wolverine was like... Is it because he played Wolverine and Wolverine was a Canuck?
No, come on.
What?
Is that... I'm sure that's racist. It sounds racist.
Ah, good lord, Ollie. No, it is not racist. That was the joke. No one cares. It's not a racial slur.
It's
Isn't
not.
it?
No,
they
have a hockey team called the Canucks.
Oh! Yeah. I didn't know that.
Not really, no. Not really. It's just a regular thing they call them.
Yeah, when I played Wolverine's Revenge in the GBA...
I was watching a thing with Liz earlier. It was someone Scottish mentioned about the whole thing from Wreck-It Ralph 2 with the, with that one line that apparently no one could understand. And saying, look, speaking as a Scot, I wasn't offended by the line. I mean, I understand it, and I thought it was hilarious, but it's understandable because if you are Scottish, you understand what it's like being in a room full of people who can't understand a word you're saying. Unless you say it very slowly. And one of the best things about being Scotland in general is that we can take a joke. I mean, I have friends and we call each other fucking cunts all the time. It'll just be like we'll rip on each other and have a laugh at our own expense, and they'll be like, hey, yeah, we're cunt. It's just kind of the way we are, and we have to have that kind of humour. You know, when our next door neighbours are the English, that was an example of a joke.
Oh, Zam says when she played Wolverine's Revenge in the Game Boy Advance when I was
associated Wolverine with Canada.
Yeah.
Isn't Wolverine's Revenge the one with Mark Hamill as Wolverine?
Oh my god, like, I'm replaying that opening scene from it in my head, and it does sound like Mark Hamill.
Yeah, I think it is Mark Hamill, because they interviewed him about it.
Yeah. By the way, I've got a weird memory for stuff like that. I can just replay it in my head. Only certain flashes of it. I can't, like, I don't know it scene for scene. I don't know that except the Stern area speaks French more. Let me hear your diseases. I don't know anything about Canada except that the eastern area speaks French more. Canada except. Huh. Booyah.
Let me hear your diseases.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Ian, I was planning my next major storyline for DHPW, and I'm planning to do a BCW invasion, so I'm making a few new characters.
Oh, I finally come up with a name for Mr. Crowley's stable.
Nice.
I just thought I'd just keep it simple and call it The Order.
Yeah. Oh, Ian, I told Sam earlier, I've come up with a great casting choice for a live-action Broly.
Alright.
Manu Bennett. You can see it, can't you?
Oh, I'm a Super Saiyan.
Kakarot!
I'll be
You'd have to CGI the legendary form a bit, obviously.
Oh yeah, obviously you have to CGI the legendary form. Oh yeah, I've also created another Hill family member.
Alright.
A cousin. So, this one's not directly related.
Okay.
Her name's Emma Hill.
Oh.
Canada.
I'm just going through... Because I'm creating a little stable for Katie Hill. So I'm actually building the Frost Kingdom.
Oliver Queen.
Well, actually, in the new movie, Broly doesn't say Kakarot once.
You're not going over here.
Oh, so there's a fire cyborg. Fantastic. That's Firestorm, yeah. He's basically...
As soon as you die, Shadow will find peace.
Yeah. Did you ever watch Spartacus, Ian?
No.
Spartacus Blood and Sand. He was Crixus in that. That was arguably the thing that put him on the map for a while, but he was the best character in that.
Well, I've only seen him in Arrow.
Yeah. Well, if you have Netflix, I think Spartacus is on that, and I think it's alright, Firestorm one more time. I think it is worth the watch. There's a lot of gratuitous sex and violence, but there is some good character moments in there.
There's probably a bit more penis in it than in Game of Thrones.
I don't know. I kind of
It's
like
a Stars
Aussie.
series.
Yeah, I like Aussie Deathstroke.
Yeah.
Shadow.
Oh yeah, that trips me about the Broly movie. I was anticipating Broly Kakarotting. I actually like that they held off on that. Although, arguably one of the best things about Spartacus Season 1, Blood and Sand, is you get angry John Hannah. Angry Scottish guy. Damn smirks.
Oh, sorry, Nicole had a little fall.
Spartacus, the TV series, is basically like if Gladiator and 300 had a baby.
And the baby also used a lot of Roman gods in you know, cursing. Juno's come, what now?
Right, I don't remember what the next ones were supposed to be, so I'm gonna go out and check.
Oliver Queen.
No one surpasses Gordon as an angry Scot. Gordon Ramsay. Yeah. But he doesn't sound Scottish.
Is he Scottish?
Apparently he is. Oh, I got that last one wrong. I was supposed to do, like... Oh, wait, no I didn't. Right, so Blue Beetle, Catwoman, 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 Catwoman. Right, okay. So, for the next load of them, Blue Beetle, and then keep playing as Catwoman.
Basically.
I'm your only chance. Here's the thing, Superman. Batman asked us for help. He didn't
Oliver Queen.
sign a loyalty oath.
We're freeing Kal-El. Like it or not.
Let's switch partners.
Spear!
Hell, kid. You have no idea what Brainiac can do.
But yeah, that's why, But Spartacus is why John Hannah is my choice for Dr. Gero.
I thought Peter Capaldi was Dr. Gero.
Sorry, Commander Red. Commander Red.
Yeah.
I'm just remembering I'm just remembering John Hannah as an angry Scot.
Do we need a Superwoman movie? Oh, nah. Nah, the Supergirl TV series serves well enough.
Although there's rumours it's going to get cancelled.
Why?
Apparently it's not doing well.
Huh. Well, this last season is, so far, has been less good. I think the CW in general has been a little preachy this year.
I mean,
like every villain is some sort of a racist.
I mean, they've already confirmed they're cancelling Arrow and Legends of Tomorrow.
They're cancelling Arrow?
Yeah. That one's definite.
Oh, shit.
I mean, Supergirl's only rumoured. But, I guess it means it'll pave way for the new shows. Because they're bringing back the Constantine series.
Yeah. I mean, Arrow was never again as good as season 2, so.
And plus, they're going to make the Batwoman show.
Yeah.
Hopefully, she doesn't have sex with Batman in this one.
No, you're thinking of Batgirl. This is Batwoman.
Batwoman. I've stayed away from DC for quite a while, so forgive me for making a mistake.
Wait, so is Arrow not getting another season, or...?
No, they're not doing any more Arrow. It's getting canned.
Why?
Well, I guess, well, let's face it, it's not doing very well.
Yeah. I mean, 7 seasons,
yeah,
I suppose.
Despite what certain people say, ratings actually matter.
Superman's overprotective cousin.
Vince.
Well,
Harley needs a girl talk.
all I can say is thank God we're going to get a Batwoman show.
Yeah.
Even though it might be ages until we actually see Batman.
Wait, so is this the ending season of Arrow then, or is it just gonna sort of stop?
All they said was it's gonna...
Nicole being very difficult.
It's okay, she's a baby.
Yeah.
She's allowed to.
I'm just explaining why she's crying.
Yeah, no, I didn't say you were, mate. I was making a Jim Sterling reference. That's how a child thinks, and they're allowed to, legally. There's a law that says they can.
I was saying to Liz that I wasn't having a go, or anything.
Okay.
Because Liz takes a lot of what I say, well...
Literally.
Well, it's part of the autism. We both take certain things way too literally.
Yeah, it happens.
Well, yeah, so as I was saying, all they said is that Arrow's going to get canned. They never said anything else. But a lot of people... Yeah.
What?
Besides, they got ruined anyway.
Yeah.
Ever since Ollie and Felicity got together. They completely ruined Black Canary as well.
Right.
I mean, it's not. It hasn't been good since seasons 1 and 2.
Season 3 was good.
I'll admit,
as an audience,
I'll admit I'm way behind on literally anything television, any show really. So I'm way behind on Arrow.
As an audience member, I want to complain about the young human noise in the background. What young human noise? I hear no young human noise.
Troll alert.
I still remember Jim screaming at those kids. If I can't see you in the darkness, I can't hear you.
Well, at least we can take. At least we can take comfort in knowing that nothing's going to happen to the Flash. Because that is a good show.
Season 3 of Arrow was good. Season 4 was a bit crap. 5 was better. Oh wait, this is season 6 that's on at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah. And the fact is, oh my god, I forgot, what's his name? Bad guy.
Exactly. Ricardo Diaz.
Ricardo Diaz, yes.
Wait,
Why?
Isn't that one of the villains from Grand Theft Auto Vice City?
No. There's this guy with dragon tattoos on his neck.
Yeah. He's just some guy.
He's boring.
Just some guy.
He's a very boring villain.
In his official capacity as just some guy. There's nothing to him. He's vengeful, that's about it.
Wants revenge against Oliver Queen just for ruining his plans.
Oh, how original.
I mean, it was bad enough when he first appeared. Ruin Oliver Queen just so he can so that crime could rule the city. But when Oliver ruined that chance, he decides, oh my god. When Oliver ruins his plans, he just...
My sole motive is revenge now.
Yeah. Revenge, just for ruining my plans. It's like, why does he need to come back? He's boring. They never did that before.
Why does he get 2 seasons?
Exactly.
Not even Deathstroke got 2 seasons. Not even Ra's al Ghul got 2 seasons.
Hell, not even Merlin got 2 first seasons.
Yeah. Well, he got to come back, just not as the villain.
Yeah.
More as a tertiary villain / anti-hero, depending on the situation.
Yeah, but never as the main villain.
Yeah. Actually, the build-up from Merlin to the League of Assassins was pretty good.
Yeah, but why do you have to kill Ra's al Ghul?
Well, no, I think season 3 was done really well, but Raz could easily have come back from a Lazarus pit. You know, that there were ways for him to come back. Hell, there still are.
Yeah.
I hope the Green Arrow survives in that universe in some form. Like, I don't know, maybe he joins... Wait, are they axing Legends of Tomorrow as well, you said?
Yeah, they're cancelling that.
Oh, that's my favourite one!
That one was going nowhere anyway.
I like Legends of Tomorrow.
Seriously? They're already dead.
Was Black Lightning part of the Arrowverse?
Yes.
Black Canary and Arrow.
Huh, so that's one I've got to catch up on.
I've never seen it.
Nor have I.
Well, at least they're keeping the Flash. That's important.
Yeah.
I've got business with them.
Flash.
Yep. And of course, and as I said, they're bringing back Constantine.
Yeah.
Yet you've never broken
The Flash, the fastest pervert in the world. They don't know they've seen it, but they've seen it. They don't know they've seen his wingy, but they have. In record time. No camera can catch up with him, and that's why the police can't arrest him.
Well, and of course we have the Batwoman show.
Yeah.
Which is revealed. Well, they made a bit of a small change to her in the Arrowverse.
Right.
They've made her Batman's cousin.
Ah.
Which is okay, I guess. And Batman's disappeared somewhere. And now Gotham is a bigger shithole than it already is.
Yeah, Batman's really doing a bad job of cleaning up Gotham.
Yes, and it got even worse when he's gone. And he's left his cousin to clean up after him.
I have never managed to hit...
Why can't he ever use any of the many children he just happens to take in?
Well, we don't know what happened to them.
They were probably eaten by the various bats and ne'er-do-wells that are inside his cave. I still like the idea of Wayne Tech going out of business and Batman having to work on the cheap and buy things from the dollar store.
Funny you should say that. I mean, Wayne Tech does actually look like it did go out of business.
I'm just imagining him like the Penguin in the Riddler, like robbing a place, and then suddenly a taxi pulls up and Batman comes out.
I mean,
and then he
during
throws
that...
a batarang, but it's just a frisbee with 4 sellotapes to it.
Well, during the last crossover, they actually do go to Arkham Asylum, and there are references to other villains.
Yeah.
Though I mean, the only thing connected to an actual villain that we actually saw was Nora Freeze.
Yeah.
And she's out, and she's not dying.
Ah.
And she actually and she actually knows how to use a freeze gun.
Wonderful.
Probably avenging her husband, I guess.
Yeah.
Although Mr. Freeze was mentioned in an episode of The Flash.
Yeah.
It's gone to you.
I killed mice braver than you.
It's funny because when they went to Gotham, Oliver Queen refuses to believe that Batman exists.
Yeah.
Because he's like, oh come on, a guy dressing up every night, doing vigilante things. Who can believe that?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Huh.
And he only believes it when they find the bat signal.
Huh.
Ready to meet Brother Eye?
About damn time.
They're not. Oh. I'm bummed out now that they're cancelling. Well, firstly, Legends of Tomorrow, which was my favourite one. I mean, it's the only one of those shows that knows what it is.
And that means we're never going to get Booster Gold.
Oh yeah, that's the only reason you cared about it.
Nice to know Cyborg thinks of me.
Because apparently Booster Gold was, oh, what's his name's son? What's his name? The one from Arthur Darville's character.
Rip Hunter.
That's him. Apparently he's the father of Booster Gold.
Right.
Unless he appears. Unless he's going to appear in Supergirl.
Well.
Oh, wait. Booster Gold.
Is that why next year's crossover event is Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Yeah, the villain Psycho Pirate.
Oh god, the price off. If it's anything like the comic, dear god. Does that mean the Anti-Monitor will turn up at some point?
He already did.
And go bleh?
Huh. The Anti-Monitor...
Right.
When did the Anti-Monitor turn up? Oh yeah, he did, yeah, that was the Elseworlds crossover.
Yeah.
That's right, Superman. I destroyed
He didn't go
Earth.
bleh.
Did he at least go, that's right, Superman, I destroyed Earth too. Me! And then I shot Lois Lane in the face with a gun made of knives, you giant blue sack of shit. Bleh!
No, he didn't do any of that.
And when Supergirl died and Superman's holding him, did he stick his head out and go, that's right, I did that shit, I did that, fuck you until the nth degree.
He didn't do any of that.
Aww.
Wait.
He's like Galactus, except instead of eating planets and feeling bad about things, he destroys all reality. He destroys realities and universes and acts like a giant dick about it.
No, he just gives this crazy guy a book that can alter like universes.
Okay.
And that crazy person happens to be a doctor at Arkham.
Yeah.
Bleh. I prefer my version. Bleh.
But crazy person's going to come back in Crisis of Infinite Earth, and he's teaming up with Psycho Pirate.
So do you think Crisis on Infinite Earth will be the way that they get rid of all the characters from the cancelled show?
Maybe? I don't know.
I mean, I think if they did it that way, I'd probably be alright with it.
Hmm. Oh man.
What?
I would give anything to see a Booster Gold movie.
In case you can't tell, Ian really likes Booster Gold.
What's not to like? He's a celebrity superhero.
He's My Hero Academia before My Hero Academia was even the thing.
Yeah. He just comes from the future, he's like, yeah, I'm Booster Gold. I am the coolest guy in the universe, man. Oh man. Would you like my autograph?
Okay, I think that's that branch done.
He's like the DC Universe equivalent of Tony Stark. It is I, Booster Gold.
Ha! You're nowhere near as good and as sexy as Tony Stark.
Okay.
Ha! Batman. Batman wishes he could cater my parties. Just like that homeless Spider-Man.
Spider who? I made him wear a paper bag on his head. God,
Sam says,
I'm
Ian's
so-
voice is reminding me of Smooth Larry today from the Twin Snakes Abridged. Right, Black Adam, Aquaman, Black Adam, Aquaman, Batman, Superman. So, alternating...
Black Adam? Don't you mean Dwayne Johnson?
Ha! So, alternating...
did you hear Batista came back?
Yeah, I saw Raw.
What if you could have saved Krypton?
I think about it every day.
Suppose it's the only place he can go to now that Guardian of the Galaxy is gone.
I must go to protect Kanda.
Go. We're heading to Metropolis.
Sorry?
Suppose it's the only place he can go to now that Guardians of the Galaxy is gone.
It's not gone, they're just delaying number 3.
But he said that he's not coming back unless James Gunn comes back.
Yeah. I don't get why they don't just rehire him. I don't care if it makes them look dumb. Because they were.
God will not defile Kanda.
Oh yeah, this is where we started today.
Such misplaced pride you have, compared to my achievements. You are nothing, Adam.
It's Dwayne Johnson.
Black Adam says you can take this and stick it up your ass.
Well, just because a cast member leaves, it doesn't mean someone else can't be qualified to do the job. That's true, but I pity whoever they get to replace Dave Bautista as Drax. That's like trying to find someone else to play Wolverine.
Well, they're trying that.
Yeah, and I pity the guy they're going to try it with, because he's going to suffer in comparison.
Do you know who people want as the new Wolverine?
Who?
Daniel Radcliffe.
I would like that, but I don't know if that's the best fit.
Harry Potter.
I'd love to see it, but that's just out of morbid curiosity would I love to see it.
Do you know an even worse choice people mentioned?
What?
Tom Cruise.
Nah, too old. And too Tom Cruise.
He only expresses two emotions, smiling and not smiling.
Here comes the cavalry. Fitting that you two died together.
It's kind of strange, they're having a Shazam movie, but they don't have Black Adam in it.
Yeah.
Because they're giving him an... No, it's because they're giving Black Adam his own movie.
Right. Because that makes sense.
Yeah, played by Dwayne Johnson.
I will be unstoppable.
Oliver Queen. You killed Shadow.
Yeah. We shouldn't have had a Dumbledore or James Bond after the first. Well, Richard Harris was a better Dumbledore than Michael Gambon, I think. But...
I know, what the hell were they thinking with that one scene?
How did you put your name in the goblet of fire? Oh, there's a YouTube poop out by J. Clayton1994 called The Wrath of Dumbledore. If you haven't seen it, it's hilarious. You should watch it. Did you see Aquaman, by the way, Ian?
See what, sorry?
Did you ever see Aquaman while it was in the cinema?
No.
It was surprisingly okay.
Oh. Was Black Manta any good?
Well, I don't know what to compare him to because I don't know the source material, but I thought so.
Oh. I only asked because Black Manta's an autistic guy.
Ah. I don't know whether that came up in the film. I can't remember it.
I mean, how often do you get an autistic villain? Besides
More often
Hitler?
than you get an autistic hero.
Hmm.
Yeah, but,
Captain Hero?
I thought he was bipolar.
God only knows what he actually is.
Will avenge Atlantis.
Heard it, to put an having a gun on a fire! Dumbledore said, asked calmly.
I imagine him punching the shit out of Harry as he says it, and then finally finishing him off with a drop kick.
Scarab's hard to kill. Batman told me you guys needed a hand. Consider me your sidekick.
Come along.
I think I alternated.
You know that Henry Cavill's gone as Superman?
He said the Rock of Eternity. Sorry, Ian, what did you say?
Did you know that Henry Cavill's no longer playing Superman?
I know, that's bullshit.
But did you know when they interviewed Henry Cavill and they asked him who would you like to see play Superman next, do you know who he said?
Who?
Michael B. Jordan.
Oh yeah, I did hear that.
For those of you who don't know, he's the guy who played Killmonger in Black Panther.
Yeah.
An interesting choice.
Yeah.
I mean, if they do decide to go with that, I'll watch it, give it a chance.
Yeah. What about Daniel Radcliffe?
As Superman.
Yeah.
Too many Harry Potter references. I can just imagine it like
Isn't it true that Ben Affleck is no longer Batman?
It's true.
Yeah, he's no longer Batman.
Which is a shame because I thought he was good. I just think they just gave him a bad script to work off.
Hold on. Hold on, I'm not sure I got this one right. So I'm gonna go back, before I waste time with the fight, I'm gonna go back and check. No, I did have it right. No, wait, no, I didn't. No, I got it wrong. So...
Yeah, if Daniel Radcliffe did play Superman, I could just imagine, like, Jor-El appearing in, like, the Fortress of Solitude saying, "You're a Kryptonian, Kal-El."
So, do Aquaman, then play as Batman for the first two, and then Superman, basically from then on.
My son, I need another cheeseburger. Father, why are you wearing a lampshade on your head? I don't know.
Yeah.
You hurt my people, John. In their name, I will have justice.
Why? These things always take longer than I think they're gonna.
Yes, they do.
Well, now there definitely isn't another stream in this game, so might as well finish it.
Feel Poseidon's wrath.
I will eat your brains.
You need teeth, Tweet. Not the day to test my resolve. People of Atlantis demand justice.
Against Brainiac. I've seen his mind. His power. He can't be stopped.
But you can.
Batman.
To answer your question, this is how we get past it.
A battering against a quantum vortex. Boron, helium, cadmium. That was a
Control rod, perfect for stopping runaway fission.
Okay. Batman. Because I'm Batman.
Howard Batman.
Patrick Batman.
Patrick Batman. Derek Batman.
Ah.
Don't
I once wrote a sketch that's about Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's based off a little Britain sketch where featuring a guy that looks like Mr. T.
Oh yeah, I remember the sketch. That was one of the very few funny ones. The few really funny ones. There's a guy who looks just like Mr. T but has no idea who he is.
Yeah, I did the same, but it's with Batman.
Yeah.
He comes, this guy goes up to him and says, I'm sorry, you must get this a lot, but you do look like Batman. He goes, it's Batman. What? That's my name, Howard Batman.
Howard Batman.
Yeah. He's like, well, yeah, but...
Are you talking about Little Britain? Yes, Seb. Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Hello there.
He's like, hello. And he's like, yeah, but you look like the superhero Batman. He's like, what? He's like, Batman, the superhero, and he's like, I don't think I've heard of that one. He's like, who is he? He's like, well, he's a guy dresses like a bat, like you do. And he's like, how dare you? This is an outfit my mum made me.
Where Bruce Wayne is revealed to be Patrick Bateman.
And basically, he's too similar to Batman in some ways. Like he's going through like a divorce with his ex-wife Talia.
Oh.
Yeah. He's currently dating a woman called Selena. And he has a little boy called Robin.
Oh.
Are the fights as contrived in this as the last one? Basically. Sometimes, yeah. The Mr. Man sketches were good. Yeah.
Oh, that's the one with the, when he goes into a shop and it's a different shop each time.
Yeah.
Hello. Hello. Have you got a painting? Have you got a painting of a disturbed-looking owl?
I'm looking to buy a painting of a disappointed horse. That horse looks more perturbed than disappointed.
Well, I don't know. I'll ask Margaret. Margaret? Margaret? Yes?
Yes?
There's a gentleman in here who's looking for a painting of a disappointed horse.
Yeah, it's like, how's this one? That horse looks more perturbed than disappointed. What about this one? The horse looks disappointed, but not because it received bad news. More likely that it had high expectations in life that have remained unfulfilled. I can see the disappointment. I can see the frustration. But I can also see a flicker of hope that things may get better for this horse. And that's really not what I'm looking for.
It should disrupt your link. Firestorm's brain patterns are changing.
The first two seasons were pretty decent. They shouldn't have gone beyond that. Like, even then it was the same joke. Like, recycled it.
The problem was it had one joke. And they never evolved out of that. In fact, the most they did with the guy with the Lou in the wheelchair was the one episode where he had that Irish woman looking after him, and she actually tried to make him do stuff, and then he pushed her off a cliff. That was the most that character ever did.
Yeah.
It wasn't that big of a leap when you really think about it in terms of any kind of development of the character or joke. And all you really had was that. A fat woman who works at basically Weight Watchers, but is, just as, if not fatter than some of the people who are actually there. And that's the joke. A guy who's clearly a guy, dressed as a woman. And a person pretending to be more mentally handicapped than they actually are. And of course, a chav.
Oh yeah, that's a good sketch. The ones where the police get the wrong address.
I remember one of the only ones I enjoyed and found funny was one where a police,
Oh no, that was the wrong one.
The driving instructor.
Oh yeah, that one.
And he just starts doing, you know, things to be racist.
Seb says,
Seb needs to jump into a fire for just that comment alone.
I like the Dennis Waterman sketch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The joke is he's small.
And the Yeez guy. He was funny-ish.
Yeah.
Oh, the Scottish guy.
Yeah.
There was one character that was restricted to deleted scenes only called Eugene. And he was this guy in an orchestra. And
I love that guy.
Oh.
All he'd say in response to anything was correct or incorrect. And basically...
And then a childish... I think we had a friend...
He'd done something really over the top. No, we had a friend who would, act like that a bit.
It was something stupid, like, you know, he'd do something ridiculous, like destroy an instrument in a ridiculous way, and then it'd be over something stupid, like, she made comments about the smell of my lunchbox. And then it literally ended when he finally did something, he broke all the instruments or something, and when they told him that his behaviour was no longer acceptable and he needed to leave, and they kicked him out of the orchestra, and he gives this whole speech about how sorry he is and everything, and as they're doing the performance, he starts pouring gasoline over it, going, incorrect, they are incorrect, I am correct, they are incorrect, and they just burns it down. But there was another character I think that you need to mention who was better in the deleted scenes than, well, anyone else who wasn't. It was the guy who worked at the massage parlour.
Oh yeah.
Imagine, if you will, a group of children throwing stones at a pensioner. The pensioner is crying as they lift him into a wheelie bin. They're taking him to the top of a hill, pushing it down into the middle of a busy motorway. You're not relaxing. Or when he says, imagine a peaceful village being trampled by a herd of buffalo. The villagers are fleeing. Perhaps a couple get trampled in the melee.
Oh, a character that was only in the deleted scenes who I thought was good was the farmer guy who is obsessed with porn.
Oh yeah.
Porno. Yeah, he's always trying to put women's clothes on the animals, but they always run off. And when they do that charades game, and he's almost got Winston Churchill, and he just puts Winston Wank Mag. You misspelled Wank Mag, and he's grabs something and then strokes it. I'm Hindu, I don't know what that is. I know that we technically use a little Britain joke on Knuckles in our Sonic the Jerk.
Yeah.
We're basically using the cannot understand the language even though they're speaking fluent English.
Yeah. I'm Hindu. I don't know what that is, and I don't think you do either.
I think one that I did like is where Dave Williams is playing this woman who just goes into a charity shop, and she goes, excuse me, do you know if anyone's died in this?
Oh yeah.
And they're like, we don't ask. Do you know if anyone's died in this? No,
well,
we don't ask. Do you know if anyone's died in this? Well, actually, a woman came in, and her husband recently passed away, and
in his sleep. So yes, he would have died in those.
Oh, I'll take it. And
the woman who
another one
threw
I
up because she was racist was funny. Says.
Oh yeah, I remember the woman who threw up. It wasn't just because she was racist; she was basically racist, homophobic, and everything else. And the main thing, oh no, lesbian jam! I can't keep it down.
That's because she was actually a Tory.
Yeah.
It's true because it's true because they confirmed it. It was all it was just making fun of the Tories.
Yeah.
I remember the one where they go to the US and they've got that woman who talks to a dog and then it makes it and she's like voicing it and then doing horrible things and claiming the dog told her to do it. Yeah.
If you
that was a
love
take
me,
a shit
do
in the
it.
streets.
You do it if you love me.
Yeah, that one. And when the police come and like,
You are one crazy bitch.
And of course, the American version of Marjorie, the fat fighters woman. It's fine until she's suddenly dressed as a Klan member.
Even though she's a woman.
Hey, Klan members can actually be women, oddly enough.
Okay, let's see the alternate ending with Superman. George Superman.
No, you can actually have women members of the Klan, and they actually do have pink hoods.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought it was weird too, but I remember when I was a kid, there was an episode of the Jerry Springer show where they actually had like members of the KKK on there, and they had quite a few women.
You don't want to do
this. I like the astronaut too. Oh yeah, the guy who was constantly obsessed with the moon.
Stop, Clark. This is over.
I've been to the moon. There's shit all up there.
I like the one where I like the deleted sketch where they were playing those two French tourists.
Yeah.
What, the one where all they do is keep standing up and falling down again, going, Je suis le fatigué.
That's right.
That wasn't funny, that was shit.
I thought it was funny.
Nothing happens. It's just a fat woman standing up, saying she's tired in French, and then sitting down again.
I like the Mitchell and Webb sketch where they designed the KKK costume to look as silly as possible.
Yeah, I remember that one. I showed that one to my mother-in-law. She actually thought it was actually pretty clever.
Ooh,
so that's what... And the fact that even they think the KKK is a stupid name. I've got a better name for you. What? The KKK. What the hell does that even stand for? The Ku Klux Klan? The Ku Klux Klan? Oh yes, that's going to make us sound like a real group, isn't it? Oh, hello, we're the Ku Klux Klan associated with the Bingly Bongly Boos.
With the whip flap whop of Bingly Bongly Boo.
So that's all we've got then for our meeting for this Friday then. Either giant little girls or stupid ghost costumes. Yeah, it never occurred to me that you wouldn't like either. Okay, I'll take a few of the ghost costumes. I expect a discount. Oh, you're gonna make those bigots look like twats.
We said we weren't doing the accent.
Yeah, season 4 was weird.
Oh mon Dieu.
Oh, and the inebriati.
Ah, that was brilliant. Mitchell and Webb were far better sketch show artists.
Yeah, you don't finish the second drink. Oh God. Yeah, all of the world can be fixed just by just being slightly smashed.
Natalie and Jack didn't go away because I turned up, did I? Am I a social pariah all of a sudden? Who can say, Seth? Social pariah, I like that. Oh! I mean, I saw that in the last one, but it's still not easy to watch. I thought he'd stabbed him in the dick.
Oh, no more aqua lads. Aqua
As the mighty quadriplegic.
Oh yeah, I did watch the one where Miss Captain Hero didn't understand that the Greek family that moved next door were not a fraternity. And so he's like doing all the pranks, he's like doing the panty raid where he starts stealing actual clothes and things, and the TV, or smashing the car while they're in it.
When's the Thermo Man DLC coming out?
Oh, and of course where he stands outside and burns a cross while dressed as a KKK member.
Yeah.
As long as Thermo Man has Arnie's voice.
Yeah.
This is on you, Barry. When you defected, the regime fell.
I think you're thinking of Turbo Man.
You shouldn't have lost
Oh yeah. No, he was making a reference to the sitcom My Hero.
Oh, that one. The one that ended badly.
Yeah. I mean, it was great up until the last season. When they replaced Ardlo Hanlon with James Dreyfus. Oh, just stay down, Barry. If Arnie can be DLC in WWE, then he can be in this. That's an excellent point.
That is actually a very good point.
Laser vision.
Fire breath.
Finishing what we started.
What contrived reason do they have to fight this time? You stole the last cupcake.
I don't know, fighting games tend to have the most ridiculous reasons to fight. I remember at one point I got the free, when I was on the PS3, one of the free games was Dead or Alive 5.
Yeah.
And a load of the character fights just happened because, and that was just in the story mode. There were things like, one of them just walked over and said, hello, and the other one just like, and they just fight. But that's not a reason.
Afraid who I'd hurt if I wasn't careful every second of every day. I spent my whole life holding back. My fear cost me Lois. That's why I don't hold back anymore.
You stole the last cupcake. No, I didn't. Fight! I haven't seen such contrived reason to fight since World War I. Oh!
Yeah, that is pretty much how they fight. Again, literally, a character starts a fight for no, just because the game demands it.
I warned him about Diana, but I didn't believe you'd turn on me.
I mean, one's just, so what are you doing out here in the Antarctic? I don't know. Fight.
Thank Rao your father can't see you.
I wish I was making that one up.
General Zod tried to take over Krypton. Jor-El led the fight against him. That's who you come from. That's who you are, Cal. Not this.
You're undermining me. You want to help the terrorists.
Oh. If Austro-Hungary jumped off a cliff, would you? Germany answers yes.
I will save the Earth by killing everybody.
It's a bit like curing the disease by killing the patient.
You mean like what Finley did?
Yep.
That boy had cancer and Finley beat him to death. And his response was, well, he hasn't got cancer now, has he? I still can't believe that Finley Dick was actually a Twitter page and they didn't get rid of it. Twitter didn't, you know, get rid of it for so long.
Ah, Finley, one of the few good things that ever came out of ITV World of Sport.
Yeah.
Well, that and British Bulldog.
If smallpox is that dangerous, what are they going to do when medium pox comes up?
And Brian Glover.
Yeah, look, British wrestling had a few good things come out of it. It's just the problem was that the focus was on the stuff that really wasn't that good, like Big Daddy.
Yeah.
So again, Viz had him beat up ISIS, so there is that. I mean, he beat ISIS and he's been dead for years.
Earth doesn't need a dictator. This world is
No one wanted to see two fat men fight.
I just love it that the entire, the entirety of ISIS just sit there and watch as four Marines jump in with rope and make a ring so Big Daddy can climb in. Good Lord, the infidels have got me in the ring with Big Daddy. Oh yeah, there was a comic where basically they have Big Daddy dressed where Theresa May is worried that ISIS is becoming too big of a threat, so she sends Big Daddy in to fight them. So Big Daddy wrestles with the leader, beats him, and because he's beaten them, ISIS loses all faith in their job. So again, they just stop. He then goes off to fight Pol Pot.
Nobody wants to see two fat men fight. Points to sumo wrestling.
Yeah, but that's different.
Yeah, sumo wrestling is actually a lot more about, well,
honor and stuff.
It's a lot more about show and honor than actual wrestling.
Whereas Giant Haystacks and Big Daddy was two fat men like hugging each other, and the only people that enjoyed watching it were bloodthirsty old ladies.
The same old lady, I'd like to remind you, in the front row every week clapping for Big Daddy. Also, he was the only wrestler that had entrance music because...
We shall not be moved.
Exactly.
Big Daddy.
Yeah, so the greatest things that show ever gave us was British Bulldog.
Dynamite Kid.
Yeah, well, to some degree, yeah.
Yeah, Dynamite Kid was kind of a garbage person, but...
Yeah, garbage person, but here's the thing. He was still an okay wrestler at least.
Yeah.
And then there's Finley.
You can't fault someone's ability just because they're a shit human being.
I know, but you do have to kind of asterisk it.
Yeah, you have to asterisk it. I'm not saying that. Look, the Dynamite Kid wasn't. You have to forgive the horrible things he did.
Yeah, but he was good at what he did. So
and you're right to take massive umbrage with that. However, you can't deny his wrestling ability never existed.
No, I don't. It's just, it's hard to watch any of his matches now because,
Look, I I put on one match of Chris Benoit in front of Liz, and Liz was actually cringing and almost vomiting.
Yeah, because
and that wasn't just because she knew he'd murdered people. It was the fact that his style was really, 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 really fucking intense.
Yeah, it was pretty brutal. Like, I watched. Yeah, I put on the Triple Threat at WrestleMania. You know the one.
Yeah, I know. The one with Stephen Richards won.
Yeah. They just credit all his accomplishments to Stephen Richards. Why Stephen Richards?
I don't know. That's the thing that I never really understood.
It's like listening to Gary Glitter today. You just can't do it. I think covers are fine, but...
I mean, you'd think that considering that they wanted to blank out Christian's face all that time, or at least Vince McMahon did.
Yeah.
You'd think they'd be able to, like, put a giant censored bar over Benoit.
Wait, why did they want to blank out Christian's face?
Oh, you'll love this. Basically, Vince McMahon thought that Christian was an ugly human being, so he wanted him to be censored, and he wanted a blue dot to go over his face every single time he came out on television.
Did you know about the Gary Glitter cameo that was deleted at the last minute from the Spice World movie? I did not. Well, yeah, you've told me about that, but I didn't before you mentioned it.
It was mentioned in Star Stories.
Well, let's not forget Brian Glover. Leon Eris.
Kendo Nagasaki. Okay, admittedly, Kendo Nagasaki was nowhere near as good as the guy who trained with him. The Great Muta. So I guess that technically means that Kendo Nagasaki was the average Muta.
Oh. Oh god, what is this I'm looking at?
Oh yeah, this is a really this ending is really fucking dark, I'll warn you.
Brainiac is dead. The remaining cities have been restored, and just like I told you, Earth is at peace. I wish you'd come around, Carl. I'm building a
Yeah, that's true.
the Earth. There are billions of warriors trapped in Brainiac's collection. Kryptonians, Daxamites, Zarnians. I'll have a legion whose power rivals the combined Lantern Corps. And I want you to lead it with me. You'll either make the right choice, or I'll make it for you. What's it going to be?
Fucking hell, that is dark. So that's the alternate ending.
That's the bad ending, yeah.
So is there anything else to see?
That is it in terms of the story.
Right. Is the trophy and I'll do it again? Story completion. Diamond Mother Box. So, is there anything else worth doing in this game?
I mean, you could keep playing it just to, like, get more, you know, outfit parts for characters. You can get endings. There is an arcade mode to get endings.
Oh, right.
It's just it's in the single player, and it's actually like hidden away. That's the only annoying part.
Yeah, well, I don't need to stream that. Okay, we've gone over 3 hours. I think it's called it.
It is.
Right. So, guys, thanks for joining us. How can the internet find more of you?
You can find me on Murasaki's Pit, where I'll be doing, DHPW and New Blood streams for the next foreseeable future, and hopefully, well, Ollie will be able to join us.
Yeah. And Ian?
You can find me at Within the Grey Walls, where I'll be continuing to do the Spider-Man DLC.
Excellent, excellent. And you can find me right here until... Right, here are my plans at the moment. They are subject to change. I'm going to finish any outstanding playthroughs we have going on YouTube. Then I'm going to jump ship to Twitch. And from that point on, I will use this channel to just archive Twitch streams. But as far as you two are concerned, nothing will change.
No.
Yeah. Because fuck YouTube.
That seems to be the general consensus right now.
Yeah, I don't know when or if that's going to happen. I'm going to have to look through my back catalogue to see what we've still got to do on here. But, yeah. Okay, so, thanks for joining us. We will see you next time.